Welcome to Trivia Clips, the channel where you'll discover surprising facts about your favorite celebrities. Today, we're going to talk about one of the most influential artists of the 21st century, Harry Styles. This singer and actor from the UK started his career on a reality show, but quickly became a global phenomenon in both music and fashion. In this video, we will explore his journey from his humble beginnings to his impressive rise to fame. Stay tuned till the end, as we'll reveal a surprising fact about his life before he was famous that very few know. 1. Early years and passion for music. Harry Styles was born on February 1, 1994, in Holmes Chapel, Cheshire, UK. He was raised by his mother, Anne Twist, and showed a deep love for music from a very young age. His passion for singing started early when he listened to records by the Beatles and other great British artists. At the age of 16, he was part of a band called White Eskimo, which participated in several local competitions. Although the band didn't achieve fame, this was his first step toward his musical future. During his youth, Harry also worked in a bakery, where he even sang for customers on occasion, not realizing this would be the last time he'd work behind a counter. His early experiences gave him a unique perspective on both the struggles and joys of chasing a dream, which would later influence his music. Little did he know, these simple beginnings would later evolve into a global music career. 2. The X Factor and the birth of One Direction. In 2010, Harry auditioned for The X Factor, a famous UK talent show performing Stevie Wonder's Isn't She Lovely? Though his performance was impressive, he didn't make it through as a solo artist. However, the judge, Simon Cowell, saw unique potential in Harry and decided to bring him together with other contestants. Niall Horan, Zayn Malik, Liam Payne, and Louis Tomlinson, thus forming One Direction. Although the band didn't win the competition, their talent earned them a record deal with Psycho Music. They quickly became a global sensation with millions of fans and platinum albums. This union, initially seen as temporary, turned out to be the key to their success, as they formed a chemical bond that was reflected in their concerts and albums. The band's camaraderie and energy during live shows helped them build a dedicated fan base that transcended borders. Their sudden rise to fame proved that One Direction was no ordinary boy band. They were something much more special. 3. One Direction and global success. With their debut album Up All Night, 2011, One Direction captured not only the attention of teen audiences, but also topped the international charts. The first single, What Makes You Beautiful, became not only an anthem for youth, but also reached #1 in multiple countries. From there, the band released several albums such as Take Me Home, 2012, Midnight Memories, 2013, and 4, 2014, solidifying their superstar status. During their time together, One Direction sold over 50 million records worldwide, becoming one of the most successful bands in modern history. However, in 2016, after Zayn Malik left the band, they announced an indefinite hiatus, marking the end of their time as a group, but the beginning of new ventures for its members. Their global reach was unparalleled, with sell-out tours across continents and a slew of record-breaking singles, leading to an enormous and dedicated following. Despite their separation, the impact they left on the music world continues to be felt to this day. 4. Launch of his solo career. After One Direction's hiatus, Harry Styles seized the opportunity to explore his solo career. In 2017, he released his debut album, Harry Styles, which marked a significant departure from his pop music roots. The album showcased influences of classic rock and folk, with the successful single Sign of the Times quickly climbing to #1 in the UK. This new approach surprised many of his fans, but also attracted new followers who appreciated his musical maturity. In 2019, he released his second album, Fine Line, which not only solidified his solo career, but made him one of the most prominent figures in contemporary music. Songs like Watermelon Sugar and Adore You dominated the charts, earning him his first Grammy in 2021. With his solo work, Harry demonstrated that he was more than just a member of a boy band. He was a musician capable of influencing multiple genres. His bold and unique approach to music ensured that his solo career would have an enduring impact. 6. What controversial book did Marilyn Manson publish in 1998? Option A, The Long Hard Road Out of Hell. Option B, Antichrist Superstar. Option C, Mechanical Animals. Correct answer, option A, The Long Hard Road Out of Hell. Did you know? This autobiography, co-written with Neil Strauss, details Manson's rise from a misunderstood kid to the most hated rock star in America. The book is filled with shocking stories about drugs, violence, and mind games. It also provides insight into his artistic vision and the psychological depth behind his persona. It became a bestseller and remains a cult classic among fans. 7. Marilyn Manson made a cameo in which David Lynch film? Option A, Mulholland Drive. Option B, Lost Highway. Option C, Twin Peaks. Fire Walk with Me. Correct answer. Option B, Lost Highway. Did you know? Manson and his bandmate Twiggy Ramirez appeared briefly in Lost Highway, 1997, a surreal horror film directed by David Lynch. Manson has cited Lynch as a major influence on his music and visual art. The film's eerie atmosphere and psychological horror match Manson's aesthetic perfectly. He later expressed interest in acting more, but preferred roles that aligned with his dark artistic style. 8. What was Marilyn Manson's highest charting single in the U.S.? Option A, The Beautiful People. Option B, Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. Option C, The Dope Show. Correct answer, option B, Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. Did you know? While The Beautiful People became his most famous original song, Sweet Dreams remains his highest charting hit on the Billboard Hot 100. The success of this cover helped him transition from an underground act to a mainstream shock rock icon. The song was heavily played on MTV, despite its disturbing video. Hacker 9. Which actress was engaged to Marilyn Manson in the late 90s? Option A, Christina Ricci. Option B, Dita Von Teese. Option C, Rose McGowan. Correct answer, option C, Rose McGowan. Did you know? Manson and McGowan were one of the most talked-about couples of the late 90s. McGowan famously appeared in a sheer, nearly nude dress at the 1998 MTV VMAs alongside Manson, making headlines. Their relationship ended in 2001, with McGowan citing lifestyle differences. 10. What symbol frequently appears in Marilyn Manson's artwork and videos? Option A, a pentagram. Option B, a spider web. Option C, a cross with an extra line. Correct answer, option C, a cross with an extra line. Did you know? The double cross of Lorraine, often associated with Manson, is a historical symbol as a logo to represent his opposition to organized religion and social norms. It appears in his stage designs, album covers, and music videos, reinforcing his anti-establishment image. How did you do? Let me know your score in the comments. Marilyn Manson is more than just a shock rocker. He's an artist who has challenged societal norms for decades. Whether you love him or hate him, his influence on rock, fashion, and culture is undeniable.